Buckle up, you're not riding with 2K Pun. In this video, WWE 2K23 Myfaction. I'm going to teach you the best way to compete in faction wars and earn Myfaction points so you can open up packs. So first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go and get a good manager, right? So let's go to look at the managers. So basically, you can look through all the managers if you want, but the ones that I see so far, Trish Stratus, she's going to give you plus technical submission offense. So this Ruby gives you +8, this Sapphire gives you +7, Emerald gives you +6. You get the point. Then there's McFoley. This Ruby McFoley gives you +8, technical submission offense, +7 on the Sapphire. There's Triple H also, but only his Sapphire, only his Ruby and his Amethyst give you plus technical submission offense. His Sapphire does not. It gives you defense only. But his Ruby gives you defense and offense, and his Amethyst gives you defense and offense, +9. So I use Trish because she gives you two things. She gives you power and technical submission offense. So the debate always goes, which is the one that actually goes towards the submission finisher? Is it the power submission offense or the technical? Not the regular submission, the submission finisher. Because we're going to use cards that have submission finishers on. So since we're not 100% sure if it's the technical or the power, we're going to have one that has both. Plus she gives you +8 on her finisher. So if you have a card that has a submission finisher, and you're adding 8 to that finisher and 8 to that submission, you're already done. Simple mathematics at that point. So yeah, that's your manager. So for us, our highest manager that we have that has those attributes is Ruby Trish Stratus. Okay? Don't worry if it says good or bad. We're increasing certain stats that we need increased. Now your team. What team are you going to build? So let's say if you're no money spent and you didn't really spend money on opening packs, or you weren't able to open a lot of packs, go into the Ruby token market and the Sapphire token market. So we're going to want a striker and a submission expert on our team. So we're looking for 2 cards, striker, submission expert. So our striker is going to be this card right here. Why? Her badges. Sting like a bee, always see it coming on tier 3, merciless opportunist on tier 1, and all the answers on tier 2. Great animations. Her special animation, her signature finisher. Her signature, super fast. Not her finisher, her signature is a kick to the face. Similar to a Shawn Michaels, but she just stands there and boom, kicks in your face. So once you hit that signature, you'll get your finisher full. And then you could hit the finisher. So she's going to be our opener. She's going to start our match, right? But she's not going to be the one that starts the match, but she's the one that we're going to use to start weakening our opponents. Then if you go to the Ruby token market, Shayna Baszler. She's going to be our submission expert. Why? Her badges. Space Invader, Sting like a bee, tier 4. She has determination on tier 3. So one of the best cards in the game is right here in your face. Female-wise, one of the best cards. Still, cards that are released in packs haven't even had badges like this. This game is all about the badges. I'm telling you right now. So that's going to be our team. Now the other 2 cards are going to be the lowest cards that we could make. The lowest cards we have: bronze, silver, gold. Preferably use bronze. So let's go into the female. So you see here, we're going to replace Oscar, because I'm doing this for the no money spent players. And we're going to go get Shayna Baszler. Alright? Also, you want your submission expert to have a high technical submission offense. See, hers is a 90. So that goes up with the manager. So I think with Trish, she goes up to 98. Or she's at 82 and she goes up to 90 because we put Trish on her. But either way, OP, overpowered. So when you start your match, so you see we got a striker, we got a submission expert, and we got 2 bronze cards. Now the bronze cards don't matter who you pick, but I'm going to tell you right now, pick bronze cards that have high agility, that are just basically cards that are fast. Because you're going to need them to tag in fast and be able to move fast to prevent the opponent from tagging in. And then when you start the match, rule number 1, start the match with your lowest tier card so the CPU matches you and starts with their lowest tier card. It might not be a bronze, probably be a silver or gold, but they'll start with that one. Because if you start with your ruby, they'll start with their ruby or amethyst, and you'll be trying to beat that opponent down forever. So let's start the match, and let's see who we match up against. So this is going to be Faction Wars, right? How to gain Myfaction points without the glitch. So they're going to start with Silver, Nikki, Ash. And we're going to start with Bronze, Riley. So as soon as the match starts, tag in Maurice. Because that's your striking expert. Whoever you pick for your striking expert, tag them in. Start going to town. Utilize that thing. B, stun them. You're going to build your little blue signature meter on the bottom. Signature or special, whatever you want to call it. But that's what you want to do. Another rule, keep them away from their corner, stick them in your corner and one of the other corners. Do not leave them in their corner, they'll get a cheesy tag. This CPU is extremely highly intelligent, this AI, and extremely cheesy. So I'm going to call this strategy Nacho Cheese. That's right. Nacho Cheese, 2K. We ain't going to have your cheese no more. So basically, you're going to go to town with your striker. In this case, it's going to be Maurice. So as the match takes place, I'm going to tell you everything I'm doing. So she reverses. As soon as she reverses me and she starts beating me up, bring in one of your teammates and have them take control. Once you lose control, you take control back. See, she's stunned right here. Spam all your taunts. You know how to spam the taunts? You spam your taunts, you hit the big button right there in the middle, and it's going to control your CPU on the apron that are not tagged in. They got little circles on the bottom. You hit left, hit this big square button again, hit left, keep rinsing and repeating. Once you do all 3 of them, hit it again, and then start doing the taunts that are to the right. So you're going to do opponent taunts, crowd taunts. You'll get 15 Myfaction points per taunt. There's 4 people on your team, 2 taunts per person. That's 8 taunts times 15 is 120 Myfaction points. You'll get right off of the bat. Okay, so that's very, very important. Now, once I do my teammates, see we lost control right away. You don't want Nikki ass tagging out because she's going to tag in the movement. So you'll maintain control of her. Make sure the referee doesn't count to 5 because you lose the match. So you try to maintain control until you get control of Maurice again. And bring in Maurice. We lost control. We lost control. There we go. Understand? So right there, you want to keep weakening your opponent, building your signature meter. Building your signature meter. See Maurice's signature meter is almost, we almost got it right. Target the right person. We lost control. Come right in. Don't waste no time. Come right in. Take control back of the match. You do not want Nikki Ash tagging out. Because you're going to have to face a higher ticker. It's going to cost you 4 minutes right there. If she tags out, 4 minutes to beat up on your opponent. You quit out and start the match over. Because you're basically starting the match over when she tags out. You want a special? Boom. You just hit her with a special. See how quick that was? Okay. Now we're going to wait. We can hit her with a finisher, but we're not. Because she'll probably reverse us. So we're going to stun her again. Once we stun her again, we're going to hit her. We lost control. Right in. Come right in. Don't waste no time. Get control again. Because if she's controlling you, she's going to do the tag. Stunned her. Now we're going to hit her with our finish. So we just hit her with a signature. And now we hit her with a finish. We're not done. That's halfway done. Now you're going to pick her up. And you're going to throw her to the opposing corner, right? Throw her to the opposing corner. And go tag in the submission expert. In this case, Shayna Baszler. So Shayna Baszler comes in. Remember, Shayna Baszler has high technical submission offense, and she has still has a B. We lost control, and she has a space invade on tier 4. So now we take control back. We do not want her tagging out. See that? She does that little hot tag. Cheesy. we go to town with Shayna Baszler. We're gonna build Shayna Baszler's signature up. Why are you targeting the wrong person? Stomp the yard, stomp the option, stomp, and do anything you can to build that music. The quicker the better. So now we have our signature meter built. We're gonna hit her with a signature because she's stunned and she can't reverse this. Boom. Now I'm not gonna go for the finisher. I could go for the finisher, which is a submission right now, but I want to stun her again. Now, you lost control. Go in real quick. Well, that's why you want fast gold cards, right? Fast gold cards so they can break them off from going in for the tag. So keep striking, she's stunned. Now I'm gonna go for the finisher. She uses resiliency, that's okay. She had it, she's gonna use it. I could have went for a regular. We lose control, going right away. I could have went for a regular submission. She could have probably wasted the resiliency. I don't know why she's leaving the match. See, this is the cheese I could do. Get her back in. Build our finisher. Our finisher. She did not have resiliency no more, so as long as we were interference from her teammates, we should be able to finish this match with this. See, they couldn't even run in fast enough to break up the submission. And that's what you want. That submission meter move that fast that even if they do come in, they don't get there in time. Now, the first submission I did, she had a resiliency. I should have made her waste it, but sometimes you're going to have to make them waste it. Sometimes you do it and you'll be able to submit her with that first finisher attempt. But you got to do that first finisher attempt at the right time in the match. You can't do it too early. I kind of did it too early because she had that resiliency left. Also, that replay that you just saw at the end, take that option off. Because that's going to eat up time. You want everything that's going to save you every single second. So you could do as many matches as you could do in an hour like we used to do, and you could build Myfaction points. So that was 2 cards from the token market, 2 bronze cards. And we finished that match, I think it was fairly quickly. You know, maybe 3 minutes or some change. Usually I'll finish a match in like 3 minutes. And then you go and get these briefcase rewards right there. We just got 400 Myfaction points, 441 from the match, almost 1,000. And sometimes from the briefcase awards you can get 1,200. Or you could get 500. Or you could get a card and you had the card, one of these grindable cards. They'll give you like, you know, Myfaction points for that card because it's a duplicate, so on and so forth. So that was the girls, right? So for the girls, I mean, we could go like these are token cards, but you know, strikers. You look at your collection. Look at your collection. Anybody who has what? Staying like a bee, right? This Oscar, forget about this Oscar. If you have this Oscar, replace Shayna Baszler and use this Oscar. She's great. But Shayna Baszler, trust me, she's just as good. But you have different people you could use this. Lacey Evans, excuse me. Lacey Evans, look at her, stand like a bee, heavy-handed. Rhea Ripley, not the diamond. This diamond Rhea Ripley sucks. She doesn't have stand like a bee. She has a high space invader, but it took you forever to get there where it don't sting like a bee. You even got this Oscar. She has a space invader only on tier 2, but nonetheless, she got it. If you're going to use a Rhea Ripley, use the Backlash one. She has Space Invader on tier 2, but she has Still Like a Bee on tier 3, and Heavy Handed on tier 3. This is the best Rhea Ripley in the game right here. So you get the point. Look through your cards. Which cards have Still Like a Bee, which are good strikers that you like striking with, that have quick signatures and finishers? Use that as your striker. The submission experts, who has a high technical submission offense, who has Space Invader. Put a good manager on. That's going to increase those attributes. You understand what I'm saying? And then use 2 bronze cards that are really fast so they could go in and prevent the opponent from tagging in. When they're going for the tag in or you're getting beat up, they could come in quickly and help you out. So that was for the ladies, right? That's for the ladies. So like I said, you could go and you could replace any card you want. But if you have no money, you never really spent money on this game, those 2 cards from the Ruby token market, there's absolutely no excuse you can't get them. No excuse. So Mix and match the way you like, whatever team suits you, but use that same strategy. We'll try with the men, right? So with the men, let's get our striker, right? So you should have this card. Everybody should have this. Not everybody, because I know it was like 2-3 days the event, and people didn't know it was so short, so they missed out. But definitely you want to put Shelton Benjamin. My striker is going to be Jinder Mahal. Now Jinder Mahal, I mean my submission expert. Let's take Jinder Mahal out because I'm going to show you. We'll change him with Chad Gable. So where is he? Chad Gable from the Ruby Token Market, right here. Why? I'll show you in a minute. And then we got 2 fast bronze cards, right? So Chad Gable, why are we going to use Chad Gable? His badges, Space Invader, Sting Like a Bee on tier 4 in race. So not only is he a good striker, he's a good submission expert. He has a high technical submission offense out of 78, right? Can increase that with a manager. Shelton Benjamin, he's my striker. Why? Because he has a super fast special or signature. Whatever you want to call it, signature / special. Super fast. Well, not his special is like a reverse power bomb. But his finisher is super fast. His finisher is so fast, and the CPU can hardly ever reverse it. I don't even stun my opponent, and I just hit him with the finisher. So he's going to be the one that weakens our opponent, and he's going to be our striker. So right here, we got a great striker, and we got a great striker and submission expert. Now, if you don't have Shelton Benjamin because you missed out, you could go with Jinder Mahal. Or any Ruby card. Jinder Mahal's good, he's in the token market. Logan Paul's good, he's in the token market. Otis, he's another one. Space Invader, and Sting Like a Space Invader on tier 4, Sting Like a Bee on tier 3. He's another great card. He could be a striker or a submission expert or both. So you could pick and choose. And these are cards that were in the Ruby token market from the beginning. So you guys should already have these cards. And now if you open packs and you have other cards that you feel are OP that have good badges, you understand? So like I think this Brock Lesnar, look at that, Sting Like a Bee tier 3, Space Invader tier 4. This Roman Reigns, Space Invader tier 3, Sting Like a Bee tier 3. You got this Gunther, you understand? If you got some Amethyst, you got this Gunther, this Kevin Owens, a good striker, this Roman Reigns. We'll go over that. We'll do a review on that one soon. Next, that's gonna be. I wanted to release this video too, because I think this video is gonna help you guys. So I wanted to release this first because I know people struggle in open packs, and with the live events right now, with the live events going on right now, you guys gotta get like certain cards and you have to open certain packs. So I'm doing this video to help you guys because you would need certain, like you would need this Sapphire Tamina to get this Yokozuna, so on and so forth. I mean, we got this from the locker code, dubs 2K for that, but some of them we didn't get from the locker code, and you needed certain cards like this gold Jey Uso from the Danger Zone pack to compete for this Roman Reigns. And you need a one card from This Is Awesome pack to get this Amethyst Manager, who gives you a plus 12 on everything. So I want to help you guys to be able to open more packs and hopefully get some of the cards you need. That's what this video is for. That's what I'm doing it for. So let's go to our team. Let's check out our team. So yeah, I'm happy with this team. I got 2 fast bronze cards because they're going to break up the tags, and they're going to help me out when I'm getting beat up. I got my submission expert in Chad Gable, who's also a great striker. And I have my striker, who's Amethyst Shelton Benjamin. So we'll start with our lowest tier card. So just do as I do, and then you implement it and tweak it to make it work for you, depending on what cards you want to use. And if you find anything that's easier, let me know in the comments. And you know, we all got to, as a community, got to help each other, because right now we got to stick together, because it's on. With these live events, we're going to need to be opening packs. And I know not everybody's in a position to spend money. So I want to help those that can, because it's not fair. So right here, we're going to tag in Shelton. We're going to go to town. We're going to go to town with Shelton. I love this card. I hope you guys got it. If you got this card, then let me tell you, you're one of my favorite. Look at this. Let's start spamming those taunts, right? Right there, we just got to, I think I got to do one more time with that. So throw him to the corner, we'll do a taunt.
Okay, already, we get it. Stop looking for adulation for the crowd and get back into the fight.
We should have just got 120 Myfaction points right off the bat. Do that as soon as you start the match. As soon as you tag in your striker, start working on those taunts, because they're not trying to tag out just yet. Right now he will. Now we lost control, right? We're bringing somebody in to help us out. We don't want him tagging out. Lost control again. Can I control somebody else? Okay. Shelton takes control again. Just want to weaken him up. You want to build his special. So, and the other good thing about Shelton Benjamin is that he starts the match with some special. So you just don't want him tagging out. He's going to try to tag out. We're going to distract him if we can. We catch him. So Shelton Benjamin starts the match with some specials called going in hot, the badge. So it's a great badge because now you could build your signature meter fast and get your finisher fast. So I think we lost the special meter because the CPU probably used it when I was doing the count. Sometimes that might happen. Rarely it does, but sometimes it does. So we're just beating them up here. So right now I'm going to hit him with a finisher. Boom! Super fast. They hardly ever reverse that. So that's why I'm not. That's one finisher that I don't try to stun my opponent before I do it. Because they hardly reverse it. So right now we're going to try to build another one. Get some pressure. We're going to come in. We're going to distract the opponent. And we're going to hit him with a finisher right here. Boom! So 2 finishes is done. So now we're gonna tag in our submission expert, right? See, this is what they gotta patch because come on, tag in. So finally we get the tag. Now we gotta hurry up because we don't want him to tag out. Okay. So now we want to build Chad Gable's signatures and finishes, right? Because you want to hit the CPU with at least 2 signatures and at least 2 finishers. See? You lost control, you bring in challenge. Now, Chad Gable does not have a submission finisher, but his submissions are so good, you don't even need it. You lost control, we don't want him to tag out, keep going, you lost control again, we bring in enough. We keep bringing in people, he's not going to take out the whole team eventually with that. There we go, we got it. Because once you let them tag out, you might as well just start the match from the beginning because you're going to start from the beginning. So here we're going to build Chad Gable's signature. Lost control, go right back in. You're in control. Right here he's done. So we're going to hit him with the Tres Amigos, right? So we're doing our signatures. Now we're doing our signature. Now we want to hit him with a finisher. Now Chad Gable has a weird finisher where you got to get him in the corner to activate it. So we got him in the corner. He's stunned. That's great. So you can't reverse. Just get him in the corner. And do Chad Gable's finisher. So right after this finisher, if this finisher hits, which it should, we could go for the submission. But we want to stun him before we go for the submission. So before you go for the submission, you don't just want to pick him up and go for the submission. See why I could go for submission. I want to stun him again and then go for the submission. So right here, he's stunned again. Now I'm going to go for the submission. They break it up, no problem. No problem, no worries. Because Chad Gable has a ton of submissions. And none of them are finishers, so we don't have to build the meter to get those submissions. So we'll stun him again. We lost control. Bring in Ciampa. So he can't tag out. Keep control. Now we'll stun him and we'll go for the submission. That should be the match. You don't have no resiliency at this point. That's on me. I hit the wrong button. So you also got to make sure you hit the right button, the circle, the square. If you hit the wrong one, you get penalized. So I think I hit square and the circle. I got penalized. And he wasn't stunned anyway. So stun him. going against this rope. Let's see if we can catch him next time.
This one's over. Tap out coming. DDT forces his opponent to tap out. Now Benjamin ragdoll to the outside. Now let's look back at that amazing action.
So that's like token market cards that you can get. There's no excuse. Grindable cards. Some Benjamin's a grindable card. I'll show you other ones. So let's go back in. We'll do one more match. Let's say if you were spending a little money, we do a combo. Use a token card and a pack card. I'll show you who my favorite submission expert is from the males, from the guys. So let's see if we get anything interesting here. Get a duplicate, 215. So we didn't get too much Myfaction points in that. Sometimes it's going to happen. You'll get a contract pack or consumables. So we're going to go in and we're going to play again. And this time we're going to use, let's go use Jinder Mahal. He's from the Ruby Token Market. He's a great striker. What happened there? And then we'll go in and use my favorite submission expert. If he's somewhere around here. Roddy Piper. You got this card right here. If you got this card right here. He's not only is he a great striker, he's a great submission expert. And then Jinder Mahal is also a great striker and submission expert. He doesn't have stand like a B, but he has a submission signature. So start the match with your lowest tier card. The CPU is going to match you, and start with their lowest tier card. Remember, that's very important. You don't want to start fighting off with Ruby or Amethyst. So in this match, we're going to get Silver Apollo Crews. Now, Apollo Crews is a very cheesy card when you face it against CPU. Let's try to tag in Jinder Mahal. We don't get a tag. Get him out the way. Send him to the opposing corner.
Hard to decide what team has the advantage here. It'll probably come down to who can cut the ring in half the best. Who can control the pace.
Okay, get the tag, right? Now we're going. Lose control. Gain control. Bring in your partner.
Well placed kick. Oh man.
Now start spamming those taunts.
Wesley feeling the hype. Just hope he doesn't lose sight of the bigger picture.
You don't have to wait for them to finish to go to the next one.
Too much time. Tremendous pressure being applied in this head crank.
We take control of the striker, which is Jinder Mahal in my case. Stomp the yard, stomp the yard, stomp the yard. Keep stomping. Keep building that meter. The main thing is to build the meter. Sometimes I like to do strike, grapple real quick. Strike. Lose control. Get somebody in. He's too focused on me, right? So he's not making the tag. Take control of Jinder again. Step him up. Step him up. Keep building that signature. Almost there. Lose control and your teammate. Now we have our signature. This is not going to win the match, but we're just going to do it just so the computer can register that we hit him with a signature. We'll get credit for it. Not going to win the match right there. No way. Bring him up. Now we got two finishers. Stun him first. Hit him with a finish. Boom. That'll be cute. Let's see if we can hit him with another finish. And we do. Boom. Now we want to tag in Piper. Where's Piper? He's probably getting popcorn right now, We don't know where you at, bro. Come on. So you want to tag in Roddy Piper, right? So tag in Piper. See why I throw him into the corner? Because they stay there for a while. Just in case you don't get that initial tag. I'm going to tell him Piper. We want to build Piper's signatures so we can hit the signature and get the finish. Control, right away. Don't waste no time. Come in, because you don't want him tagging out. See how we dominating them and not letting them do what they want to do? We're doing what we want. That's how you got to play faction with. If not, they'll be annoying you all day with their cheesy little reversals.
He saw it coming, taking advantage.
Get back in. Hurry up. You just don't want them to tag. That's it. Tag is letting up. No. You don't want them to see how they do that hot tag? You don't want that. Then we stun him. We got Piper's signature meter ready to go. We hit him with a bulldog, but that's our signature. Boom. Now he's ready for the finisher. Now I could go for it, but I don't want to get reversed because this finisher is the last thing I got to do to win the match. So they will reverse me. So I want to stun him again. And then try for the final finisher. Because Roddy Piper has a finisher sleeper. See, we lose control. We bring in. He's going to go for the hot tag again. We bring in Jinder Mahal to help us. Now he's stunned. We have a finisher. It's a submission. He uses resiliency. So we lose control. Bring in somebody else. If you don't want him, the last thing you want is him tagging out. It's okay. We'll try a regular submission with Piper because we couldn't get the finish of the hit. Gotta go in the middle.
Takedown. Now punches right. Boom, boom. Persistent barrage.
So now Piper has a finisher ready to go. Get him in the ring. Come on.
And it's reverse pain for that mistake. Piper gets reversed. Bang it back with their own counter. Delivered into the barricade. Oh!
Let's see if he decides to ever come back.
His face right into the barricade. That was a hell of a maneuver there, guys. And gets tossed back into the mat.
Back in the ring. We'll stun him. Lose control. Bring in Jinder Mahal. We're gonna rinse and repeat.
The damage he's taken is starting to pile up.
With everybody. As many people as you gotta bring in. He can't take the whole team out. And there we go. See how fast we got that finisher to hit? They couldn't come in time to save him because that meter moved so fast. And I hit the square instead of the shoulder. So I did get penalized, but I still was able to make it happen. That's why Piper's one of the best submission experts in this game, and you definitely want him for your Faction Wars males team.
Here are your winners: Wesley, Roddy Piper, Jinder Mahal, and Tommaso Ciampa.
That may be one of the most important wins I've seen in recent memory. Have all the fun you want,
all these wins will be in points, so as many as you could do in and out. But you see how long it took us to do this match, right? And we still played perfectly. If they would have got a tag in, so here we get 500 Myfaction points. Sometimes they let you open 2 briefcases, so you get more money. Go to 22,846 Myfaction points already. So if they would have got a tag out and they would have brought in a Ruby and Amethyst card, that match would have took another 4 or 5 minutes. You understand? So you want to basically. Let's review, right? Let's review. So you want to have a striker, right? So Jinder Mahal is my striker. You want to have a submission expert. Put 2 bronzes that can move really fast. Start your match with the bronze card. Once you get your bronze card, the match starts. Tag in your striker, whoever you use for your striker. Tag in your striker. Once your striker tags in, go to town and try to beat up your opponent, right? Soften them up, do your signature, do your finisher, blah, blah, blah. Once you hit your signature finisher, you tag in your submission expert. Take your submission expert, build his meter, do his signature, and then do his finisher. But make sure before you do the signatures and finishers that your opponent is stunned so they cannot reverse you. Because if they reverse you, you're going to have to build your meter all over from scratch. That's going to cost you another minute, right? Every minute, every second counts. So once you do your last finisher, and if you have a submission expert that has a finisher as a submission, you'll be able to win the match. If you have Chad Gable and he doesn't have a finisher submission, but he has great submissions in general, a little better because you don't have to build no meters. You can just go for the submissions. But I would definitely hit the opponent with 2 signatures and 2 finishers before you even attempt a submission. Because that meter's not going to move fast enough. They'll hit you with resiliency, or their teammates will interfere and break it up. So I hope that helps. I hope you guys make good Myfaction points and get to open packs and get the packs and the cards that you need for the live events. So I hope this video helps you. I've seen people releasing strategies and it went south because the CPU is just so cheesy. The patch is overpowered and it's just destroying like what we did before. And I get it, but this is faster than what's available now to finish these matches using this method. It's not a glitch. I'll just say it's like a strategy, right? Strategize how you're going to win those matches. The most important thing is do not let them tag out. If they tag out and you got to start weakening a new opponent who's an Amethyst or Ruby, just quit the match because you're starting the match over anyway. And then you got to sit there and fight and build. It's just too much. Like, just quit the match. Like, save your time. Take the L and go for the next match. That's just because you're going to be sitting there beating a Ruby Amethyst all day. And they're going to be reversing you, and they're going to be getting all these resiliency meters. There's some, signature. Every time they reverse you, their signature goes up, their finishers will go up. Then they'll have resiliency. So when you go for the submission, they're going to be able to reverse it with their resiliency. You know what I'm saying? So you want to avoid that. So you want to keep their weakest card in the game, in the match. And you want to keep your strongest cards in the match. And you want to avoid them from tagging out. And you want to spam those taunts so you can get those 120 Myfaction points per match. And you can maximize your profit. And when they open up the tiers again, and you use this strategy, and then you go over here, and you're in these towers, this ladder right here, you'll get like 2,050 Myfaction points, 2,000 Myfaction points, and that all this, and let's say you get 1,000 for the match, you just earn 3,000 in one match. So you could build Myfaction points quickly, and then you could go and open these packs. I don't know why my game is acting slow today. I don't know what it is. But basically, you could go and open these packs, right, and get the cards you need, right? You could do probably a 10 box, 20 box, or maybe just open 5 or 6 packs. Because you might have to open different type of singles because you're going to be going for different cards in the live events to try to get these cards. You see what I'm saying? These cards, this Solo Sokoa, this Tamina. So at the end of the day, you want to be able to maximize your Myfaction points, get them as quickly as you can without wasting time. So this video is more about not wasting time than doing it like super duper fast. Because there's no super duper fast way to do it. The main thing is don't make mistakes and don't make your matches longer than they have to be. You get me? If you're taking 5-10 minutes on a match, you only can do 6 matches in an hour. So then what are you actually getting? Like 6,000, 7,000 Myfaction points? No, you want to average 15 to 20,000 Myfaction points minimum per hour. And if you do really good, once you really get the gist of it, you could get that up to like almost 25K. So, you do that a couple of times a week, you're going to earn a little 100K Myfaction points. You can open some packs, maybe a 10 box. Let's be realistic, you know what I'm saying? So if you don't have the bread, you could definitely, and you have the time, you could definitely sit here and grind. So that being said, don't forget to join my 400K VC giveaway. In the description, I'll leave a link down below. Watch that video. It'll show you how to enter. It's absolutely free. It costs you nothing. So thanks for riding with me. And remember, as I always say, Jesus loves you. God bless. Till the next time, 2K Pun, I'm out.